Hey guys, what's up? I'm sipping my green tea today. I've just recently developed my love for green tea. Actually, not recently. I had been drinking it before I left my job. And oh my god, I just love sipping green tea these days. So, well, this video it's going to be quite a different video because in this video I'm not going to give you any YouTube tips, and I have 10 videos on my channel and this is going to be my 11th video. I just realized the fact that since I live up to this vision and this mission of inspiring people and telling them to live the life they love and live what you love, I guess it's time that I should tell my story, because as viewers it's not fair for you if you guys do not know about me. I know I do not have a lot of subscribers, which is completely okay. Even though I have these 84 people who are watching me as of now while I'm filming this video, I would want to tell them my story and what led me to YouTube. It just helps them to connect with me, and I guess a lot of my audience who are still not subscribed to my channel would want to connect with me and know more about me, and maybe that way I am more relatable to them. Not only that, I guess this video is going to be a great healing process for me, and it's going to help me come out from that comfort zone which I never mentioned about. And I just feel I have thought a lot before making this video and evolved not only mentally but physically as well. So I would like to just go back and start from my school days, my high school actually, and the kind of introvert that I was since childhood. I always used to love my parents' company. I always used to be around them, and the kind of introvert that I was never good at making friends, and I guess I'm still a little introvert but not to that extent. So yeah, I always had trouble making friends or getting comfortable with people out there, and that's one reason that I could not find myself and I did not have a direction to go to. I did not know whether I should choose arts, medical, or science, or business, and that's okay. Things just fell into my place. Things just kept going with flow without any direction in my life, and school went off. And I remember after school there's this huge pressure wherein even if you know that you have no direction, you just keep going because your parents have told you some certain things. Especially most of the Indian students are still going through it. And then comes the college. Now, I do not know, trust me, I do not know whether I was interested in fashion, but fashion just fell into my place again. And I remember doing my graduation in fashion college, where I somehow blossomed. I wasn't that introvert of a person at all. I grew as a person. I learned a lot. I was out of my home. I was out of my comfort zone physically, not mentally. And college happened. College got over. But still, there were times I was not able to figure out myself. I was still in a lost direction. I did not know where to go. And I remember trying and looking out for jobs under different labels or different designers, big designers. But I think there was no luck there. And I remember my dad telling me, why don't you just go into flying and try being a cabin attendant? Why don't you become a flight attendant, if that's what you say? And I just went for one of the walk-in interviews in a leading airlines. I do not even want to get to the name of the airlines. And yes, I worked for an airlines and worked as a cabin attendant. Just got through the first round of interview and then rounds happened. I got through and I joined as a cabin attendant in one of the leading airlines. Worked there for 4 years, and guess what? My health started giving up, and even my doctor recommended that if you keep continuing this kind of routine, which is irregular sleeping patterns, irregular eating patterns, your situation is going to get worse. And I'm not saying that aviation is not a good job. It's just that if you are able to carry your health well throughout that process, then it's a very good job to be in. And I have learned a lot from my aviation experience, but things did not work out for me and I had to leave my aviation job after 4 to 5 years of working. Now, again, we do not have a direction. We've been doing what has been falling into our lap with what parents have been telling us, and also this pressure of being a failure again. And if you have been a failure since so many years of your life, wherein you did not have a lot of good friends, you did not have a direction in school, you did not know what you are doing in college, and again, you are back to zero. I have had this pressure a lot in my mind to always keep on living up to the expectations of people and living up to the standards of being overachievers. As humans, we always want to be overachievers. We want to be known as a professional, or we want to have a great profile in our resume, or the FB profile, as we say, or the LinkedIn these days. Back then, we had the Facebook profile, but oh god, these false standards of success. But anyway, coming back to my story. So I started working for retail. Not that I loved working for retail, but I guess that was something that just again came into my path of my journey, and I started working for retail, where I started working in beauty industry, and I guess I changed around 3 organizations over past 5 years of my professional experience. Now I know it is very easy to judge and say, and it is okay if you want to go ahead and judge, but it's my story and I want to be fair and organic with you. So I know it's going to be very easy for you to say that, so this is a lot of inconsistency. You were not only lost, you were completely without a goal in your life. And I know I started with fashion, moved to aviation, and then again I left aviation, went into retail, and here I am on YouTube talking to you as a YouTuber. And it is okay. It is very easy to go ahead and judge somebody, which is okay. I am at a place wherein I feel that people will always judge you, people will always make an opinion about you, and it does not affect me anymore. But still, I'm sure there are people who are still listening to my story and will stick to this video till the end of this video. So this last organization, which is pretty recent, I left it in the month of April, and let me tell you, I'm a terrible employee because of my mental health issues as well. And that is the reason I said that coming out with my story on this video is going to heal me a lot. I am very much open about it. It is okay for people out there who are listening to my video and watching my video. It's okay out there to accept the reality and be in acceptance of the fact that yes, you are dealing with this situation. And yeah, I left my job in the month of April. April. Not that I would like to totally blame myself for being in that situation. I was actually at a place, I would not want to badmouth any organization, but I was actually at a place wherein, so I have one good thing which I really am proud of, and that is that I have always stood up and voiced out my opinion. If there's something that I've never felt right in my organization, I am a woman of strong opinion and I'm very opinionated that way, and I guess that was something that the organizations these days do not like. So these past 5 years of my retail experience with these different organizations, I got to know that I am somebody who would like to listen to myself. I would not want to listen to anyone else, and that makes me a terrible employee. I am not somebody, I'm good at self-realization, I'm good at self-listening, and what I'm not good at is working for anyone else. And these past few months have made me realize that it was the best decision of my life to leave that organization. And I remember that one fine day, I took a break from work. When I was working on my last day, I took a break from work. I sat on a pavement and I asked these 2 questions to myself, and they were okay, so these 2 questions were, am I happy in doing what I'm doing, and is it something that I would want to do for the rest of my life? And the answer to both these questions was no. I don't think I am happy in doing. Actually, I was pretty sure that I am not happy in doing what I'm doing, and this is not what I would want to do for the rest of my life. And that somehow changed my perspective, and I made that decision of leaving that job there and then. I'm not saying that I wasn't worried of the consequences. No, I wasn't a superwoman. I want to be one, but I wasn't a superwoman who thought, okay, so what if I'm leaving this job? I'm going to figure out, deal with things, and have that power to achieve anything in my life. No. I know that I can be a superwoman, and I feel that I can be one. But back then, yes, I do not want to be unrealistic and tell you that I wasn't fearful. But yes, I fought that fear. I had that fear of being incapable. I had that fear of not being able to survive. I had that fear of not having a backup plan. But I knew back then, I had the power to know back then that if I keep doing what I'm doing right now, I will not be able to exist. That's a very unhappy place to be, and I just did not want to exist. I never wanted to compromise, and not only professionally, even personally, I have never wanted to compromise in my life. If something has not served me well, I would never want to compromise anymore, and that just changed my perspective. Do not think that I wasn't fearful. Yes, I was, but through this story, I want to tell you that if you are in a place which is toxic for you, if you are in a place that's not giving you any happiness, and if you feel that that's not something that you would want to do for the rest of your life, through this video I really want to tell you guys that those few moments of fear, they are just made in your head. The fear of incapabilities, the fear of not being able to achieve anything, it was all in my head. And 2 months from leaving my job, I know I went back and assessed those situations that I was thinking in my head, and none of them existed. They were just made in my head because I thought that they might just pop out of somewhere and I will not be able to do something that I want to. So fight that fear. This is coming from a person who took that strong decision, and I'm glad I took that decision. I'm proud of myself for taking that decision, because that's the reason I am doing something that I love today. I am my own boss and I am self-employed. I'm not working for anyone else, and I'm pretty amazed about it. Coming back to my story and what led me to YouTube. After 2 days of me leaving my job, I won't say that I was very well motivated and I started doing all the things that I wanted to do. Yes, as I said, I did not have a backup plan. I still did not have a direction. I remember being depressed for the reason that I'm feeling lost. I was completely clueless of what I'm going to do next. I was completely lost, and I remember I was lying on my couch on that day after 2 days of my exit from the organization, and I just felt right there. I don't know what came into my mind and what energy came into my mind, and I guess I have been a very good person at self-motivating myself rather than being a person who would want someone else to motivate them. I have always been a very self-motivating person, and I'm not talking about that push, but yes, I do not know what power came into my mind, and I just got up, took a notepad, a pen, and I wrote down all the things that I hate. I was in such a mental state at that moment that I wrote down all the things that I hate. They were things like I hate my job, I hate this person, I hate being me, I hate my body, I hate the way I look, I hate the way I speak, and I was so much in distress that I made a list of all those things. One thing that I really loved was that I wanted to make a list of things that I love. my heart is sinking while I'm telling the story. Once I was done with making a list of things that I hate, out of nowhere, I just wrote down all those things that I love, and I have this journal with me, and I would want to read out all the things that I wrote that I love, and they were saying and expressing what nobody else would express. I love managing and leading, inspiring people, being heard, helping others, being a role model for people who need one. So this was something that I wrote as something that I love, and I started thinking of platforms that could actually resonate with the things that I love. And the strongest decision that I've already taken was to change my career and not do the things that feel toxic for me, and I wanted to change that about myself after a lot of thinking. So YouTube is not something that just came into my mind. Yes, back then I was watching a lot of motivational videos, and yes, they helped me a lot. Not only motivational videos, I used to do a lot of meditation after leaving my job, and that was one thing that just came into my mind, that this is a very good platform with which I can actually voice out my opinion and also help others and also tell my story. It is going to be a good healing process for me, and it is going to help me come out of my insecurities. I really do not want to get teary-eyed in this video, and I do not mean to cry on this video at all, but even while I'm saying that, this video is giving me a lot of power, and it is an amazing journey. These last 2 months of me making YouTube videos, I would say it has been a great medicine to all my issues that I have been facing till now and faced all the insecurities. I think this is a great platform wherein I can inspire people, help them with all their situations or problems, and also feel heard. Not only that, I know I've just started my journey and things are going to be more exciting with coming times, but if you are out there and if you are someone who is in fear of coming out of that toxic environment just because you do not have a backup plan and you do not have things worked out for you, then I would say it takes a very courageous person to take those decisions. It takes a lot of courage to accept the reality. Trust me, it's all in your head, and I really want to thank all those friends. I'm sure those friends are watching my video right now who have been so supportive in my journey and have given me all the right feedbacks and criticism that was required, because it has actually helped me in being more creative, and I have actually started loving myself, because if I do not love myself, I really don't think that I can teach people or inspire people to love themselves. So thank you to all those friends, and also to all those people out there who always felt that I'm not good enough and who have never shown trust in me and who always felt that I'm a lost person. Thank you to all those people as well, because if they did not feel that way and if they did not show it to me that way, I wouldn't have been here today. And I know I've just started my journey. I know it's just been 2 months, but I'm not giving up, and I'm not letting you give up. Anyone who's just started their YouTube journey and is already thinking of giving up, trust me, you are not giving up, because we are going to work with immense dedication. I will make sure that God listens to me and He feels that if I did not help her in this goal, she will not give up, and I will have to listen to her. I, through this channel, have always wanted to focus on one thing, which is live what you love. I want to inspire all those people out there who are feeling lost in their own journey. I hope that this video helps you out in overcoming your problems and your situations. And if you guys want me to make a separate series on such videos, please put it in the comment section, and I would want to make another series of these kind of videos ahead in future. I guess I would love to talk to you guys. It has been a great journey. I'm pretty excited about this journey, and I cannot wait to upload this video. I will try and put an unedited version of this video if there's no noise in the background. You know how much I've been cribbing on all my videos for the noise in the background, but I will try that I upload an unedited version, because I just wanted to go the way it is. And yeah, go out, face your insecurities, your fears, because they are all in your head. And thank you to all my friends who've given me so much inspiration for being so creative and coming out of my comfort zone. And if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, there's an email ID that I've already mentioned in the description. So go ahead, email me, DM me on my Instagram handle, which is also mentioned in the description box. Wow, this video has been great. And I forgot to sip my green tea. What an amazing feeling. Bye guys, I love you so much.